Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I am bringing you my April TBR. As I say every month, how have we got to April? We are 4 months into 2022 and I have got no idea where the time is going. Also, disclaimer, my voice may crack or, I don't know, croak or squeak or something because I appear to lose it every now and again. Don't know what's going on. I don't know, but we're just going to work with it because I need to get this video filmed so it can actually go up for you guys because I am a little bit late. So in the month of April, I am planning to take part in definitely one readathon, which is the Magical Readathon hosted by G. And I am also hoping to take part in the Realmathon, hosted by Covers with Cassidy, which I will link both Twitters down below for you so you can check them out. But Magical Readathon has got set prompts and it's like a D&D role-playing kind of thing where you pick a character and you've got different prompts that help you build your character or go on a journey. And then Realmathon is more just you read what you want and then you pledge to one of the 4 realms within the Realmathon, and you can either increase your parts points or you can decrease from somewhere else. It's very cool. It's actually genius how they both work. But I'm not going to go through any prompts at all for Realmathon because it's just make everything that you're reading fit, basically. But I am going to run through what I plan to read in the month of April for the Magical Readathon. So we are picking our callings and I myself have decided that I want to be a demonologist, and for that I've got to complete 6 prompts and I've had a bit of fun trying to figure out what they are. But we're just going to get straight into them. So the first one is for elemental studies, and that is to read a book under 100 pages. So I'm going to be reading the Vox Machina comic, which I believe the first one, actually I believe all of them are 27 pages. My other half loves Vox Machina, it's a D&D thing as well, inspired by a D&D game hosted by Critical Role, I think, where it's written by the same people, and he loves it. There's a TV show, so I thought why not do what I do best and read the book version, because that's how I ingest these things that he's interested in. So that's what I'm going to do. They look really cool, they're really short, really sweet, so that's going to be fantastic, going to be good fun to read that one. We then move on to shapeshifting, and for this I need to read a book with claws on the cover, and for that I'm going to be finally completing Of Darkness and Light by Ryan Carhill. I was very kindly sent an arc of this way back in December. Unfortunately I didn't get to it before it came out due to sickness and busy end of year, so I am finally getting to this, and I've already started it because I'm filming this video already in April, so I'm not gonna lie, I've already started it, I'm already enjoying it. I've actually just managed to get past the part that I already got to the first time, and I'm really excited now to get through and to see parts of this book that I haven't actually seen. So this is the sequel to Of Blood and Fire, which is the first book in the Bound and the Broken series. We have already got The Fall, which is a novella, which is a prequel to Of Blood and Fire, and Ryan is currently working on another novella that is going to come out, and also I believe he's finished that, and that's called The Exile. And he's also coming out with the 3rd book hopefully this year, so I need to crack on with this, get this done so I can read The Exile. I've been told by people that know my reading taste very well that I'm going to love it, so I just need to get through this. Well, not get through it, I want to enjoy it. I'm going to love it. I'm already really enjoying it, but I'm ready to be caught up with everyone else and to actually finally get on and figure out what's going on next in this fantastic world. The next prompt is spells, which is short stories, and I don't actually, or actually I have 2 books that I've got short stories in, but I don't really feel like reading either of them. So I am going to be reading Stories of Spells and Enchantments by Ina Blyton, which is here, because I don't own it physically. I'm going to be listening to it audibly and then borrowing it from my library, so I'm very excited to just kind of have something nice and easy to listen to on my drives to work. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. Obviously it's a kid's book and I am no longer a kid, funnily enough, but I do still love some middle grades if they're done well. Even if this is a bit pants, it ticks off this prompt. If I manage to find something else to read instead, then maybe I'll do that, but I actually can't think of anything that's like massively short stories that I can listen to, because I seem to be going through a lot of audiobooks at the minute with the amount of commuting that I'm doing. So audiobooks are the way forward for me. Then my next prompt lesson skill that I need to do is Conjuration, a book that features light on the cover. And for this I have tweaked it slightly, but I am going to be reading this, which is Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, which is the first in the Star Wars The High Republic books. I was very kindly sent the third book by a publisher, so that's very cool, and I still can't get my head around that. But I need to obviously read the first two books, and this is the first book, and I'm tweaking it because one, it says light on the cover, and two, I am a big believer that a lightsaber does, obviously, it creates its own light. So that is my light source. Yeah, that's what we're going with, and that's what I'm excited for. So this is one of the many books in the Star Wars realm, and I don't really know an awful lot about it. I'm really looking forward to like learning more about it, seeing if I really like this series. I grew up, I say this all the time, but I grew up on Star Wars and Marvel and stuff because of my dad. So I'm really looking forward to actually giving this a go and seeing if I like the book version, because I've never read a Star Wars book in my life, which is bonkers, but it is what it is. So hopefully this will be a really good read. We then have Demonology, read a book that features the word shadow in the title, and for this I thought long and hard and googled and everything, and it took me longer than it should have to realise that I actually own two books with the word shadow in the title. One being A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab, which I didn't pick, and the other being Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas, and I am hellbent on finishing this series this year, so I decided that I was going to read this. I still have not finished Assassin's Blade currently as I am filming this, which is one that I was reading like in between this and Crown of Midnight? No, Heir of Fire. So that's going well, but this is the fifth book in the series, if you count Assassin's Blade in there somewhere before this. This is the Throne of Glass series, where we're following Selena Saldothian, who is like some badass assassin. She is so cool. I really like her. We're meeting more characters and the world is developing, which is also fantastic. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this series. It's quite nice and easy to read, but it's still quite gripping. Like, we're still learning a lot. There's things that I'm not seeing that are happening, as in not guessing rather than not seeing. And I'm hoping to finish out this series. After this, I've got 3 books left: Empire of Storm, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. So I will finally, hopefully this year, finish at least one Sarah J Maas series. Wouldn't that be great? And then my final prompt for my Magical Readathon TBR, it is lore, which is mythology inspired, and I've kind of tweaked it a little bit. I'm going to be reading Daughter of the Moon Goddess audibly rather than physically, but this is a stunning copy, and this is inspired by the legend of Shaggy the Moon Goddess, which is Chinese mythology. So I thought, what better way to, 1, cross off a prompt, and 2, read some mythology that I've never experienced before, and 2, reading one of my subscription box books, because I really want to make a decent crack in them this year rather than only reading about 3 of them like I did last year. So that is the plan, and that I'm really looking forward to this. It sounds fantastic. Looking forward to seeing what I think of all these books. Now, the only other book that I want to read in the month of April that hasn't managed to fit onto this TBR is Illborn by Daniel T. Jackson. He is an indie author. I got this through the Broken Binding. I am very excited to give it a go. I believe this has actually got like religion tied into it somewhere, which I'm very interested to see how that's done and what is done with it, because although I'm not a religious person, I was raised in like a religious background, so I'm always really interested to see like how other people, 1, portray their own religions, and 2, how they portray religions that may be based in a religion from the real world and taken into fictional, which is very cool. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go. I am planning on buddy reading this with Lisa, and I'll leave her channel link down below as well. I think we just need to portion it up properly, and then we can crack on. So that's pretty cool, and I can't wait to see what we both think of this, actually. So there you go. there is my stack for April. It's pretty big, isn't it? It's a little bit scary, but we're gonna see what we can do and hopefully complete this stack. I'm gonna put it down, it's real heavy. But there you go, that is everything for today's video. Apologies for my weird voice and my super quick TBR, but I like to keep them short and sweet when I don't really know an awful lot about the books that I'm going to be reading. I'd rather save that for the wrap up. So if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of a book that you're planning to read in the month of April. I'd be very interested to know, and should I read it? Also interested in that. And if you don't want to leave me a comment and you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me a sun emoji, because I want the nice weather to come back and it's currently not here. So yeah, leave me a sun emoji. If you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ringing that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload new videos. I currently upload on a Wednesday and on a Sunday, so be sure to stick around for more bookish content from me. Otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you soon for the next one. Bye.